What's going on, guys? My name is Doug. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you are not new, Igor dropped Tyler the Creator's new project. Everybody in the world is talking about this album. Twitter exploded the minute that it dropped. Everybody says it's sensational. Everybody says it's very good. So I will see for myself. And you guys are here to experience this album for the first time with me. I haven't heard a single thing from it, and I could not be more excited, honestly. Like, I'm really coming into this expecting this to be album of the year. You know, that's really what I'm expecting from this. And I'm already kind of breaking the rules that Tyler the Creator set himself by having expectations for this coming into the first listen. He basically just said, don't think about it, don't expect anything from it, just dive into it. And I've already broken the simplest of those rules. What can you do? No, but seriously though, Tyler the Creator, it's completely fair for you to expect greatness from him whenever he drops a new album, just because his work is so phenomenal. You know, he's such a creative guy. His art direction is fantastic. The production to his music is so great. So, you know, it's fair for you to expect whatever he drops to be good. So it's not like I'm completely in the wrong by expecting this to be absolutely great, especially given the fact that every single person that I know is talking about this. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do exactly what he asked me to do. Me specifically. He called me up on the phone and told me, hey, when you listen to this for the first time, don't expect anything, just have fun, just relax, listen to it, take it for what it is. So I'm gonna try to do just that. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm glad you guys are here. I feel like that's probably more than enough of an introduction for this project, and you guys just want to get down to it, and so do I. So the first track is Igor's theme, and let's get into this. Let's do this. Yo, this introduction is just absolutely epic. It sounds like we're about to experience one of the sickest, most epic movies of all time. You know, the beat just feels so cinematic. That aggressive bass synth that goes on for the entire thing, bringing in the keys, bringing in that really epic violin at the end. It just kind of feels so emphatic and so like, here I am, you know? That it just feels so awesome. It's an absolutely epic song, and it's a perfect way to introduce this project. It's got me super excited for the next track, which is Earfquake featuring Playboi Carti. Let's go. There's like a really cool West Coast lead going on. Love it. The performance is awesome. That's a beautiful track. You know, it's talking about a love relationship that he's got with somebody. You know, talking to this person saying, you make my earth quake. I think it's really sweet. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, the production, the arrangements are so awesome. Playboi Carti's verse was pretty cool. It wasn't as fire as I was expecting, just because I was hoping that there was the actual like beat drop while he was going on. I wish his verse was a little bit longer, but you know, it was still a fantastic song. I really enjoyed that. The performance and the emotion and the passion in the vocals is really awesome to listen to. This track is I Think.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm showing. Feelings, that's what I'm facing, not apology. You are such a distraction. That's what time off. That's your eye on.
That's fire. The synths are so graduation-esque.
How can I tell you?
The bass is so fun.
How can I?
that lead is sexy, bro. This is beautiful. Man, the arrangements are absolutely mind-blowing. You know, going into that bridge, that switch up in the beat is absolutely insane. It's insanely well executed, you know, and it's something that catches people by surprise. It's something that's so pleasing to the ears, you know, it's just so sonically great. There's not really any bad things to say about that, you know, it just sounds so fun. It sounds so great to listen to. The bass line is so fun. The West Coast lead that's going on in the background is great. The female vocals are so sick. You know, it's a really cool track, man. And again, sticking to that theme, relationships, love, you know, it's really cool. Track 4 is exactly what you run from, you end up chasing.
Exactly what you run from, you end up chasing. Giving it everything that you can. There's always an obstacle.
Yeah, so that was like 12 seconds long, but it was a pretty cool interlude, you know, and we're just going to jump right into the next track, which is Running Out of Time. Frank Ocean.
Always spin my head around. I've been looking for it. Waves wash over me. I dread to the day.
Yeah.
Low tide.
It's soulful. It sounds like R&B. It sounds like gospel.
Spit $1.50 fuck on. Living in pretend.
Samples, the snaps. Ugh. So sick. Background vocals. So he's running out of time to make somebody love him. Again, sticking to that love relationship theme. I love that he's doing that. This is the concept to this project. So far, it seems like it has been chasing this relationship and trying to make this person love him back the way that he loves them, you know, and this person just affects him emotionally so tremendously, and he's just trying to get them to feel the same thing for him. This track is absolutely beautiful. I love Frank Ocean on this, you know, the pitching of the vocals is brilliant, the background vocals are great. Synth that goes on in the background is beautiful. I love the whole vibe to this, you know, that whole gospel R&B vibe. When the snaps came in is absolutely what really made this feel like it was in that R&B gospel vibe, that genre, you know. Really brilliant touch, those snaps. It just feels so smooth. New Magic Wand.
Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
I saw a photo you were dressed. My eyes are really fucking up my frame.
This is disgusting.
Don't call me selfish, I hate sharing. This 60-40
So with this repetition of "Please Don't Leave Me Now," and then also in the background, like magic gone, we see how dependent he is of this person, but at the same time, he's got other people telling him to let this person go because they're not doing so well for him emotionally, and so he's saying, "Please don't leave me," and in the background we hear "Like Magic Gone." So it's like this, he's torn between actually letting go of this person or deciding that he really needs them in his life. It's really cool. The artistry behind this is just so awesome, you know, it sounds so creative. It's really cool to listen to. What is this?
Take one look in the mirror, implications so clear. I'm in life with no fear, except for the walk in the middle. You can't understand how hard it is. Eyes on the fire, got real hard, chest got me eyes on the chakra. Still like the legs, now I'm out with my foot on the floor, pack up your bags.
I love how on this track the production emulates and mirrors how frustrated Tyler the Creator is. You know, he's getting this off his chest. He loves this person and they're treating him badly. It's 60-40. He's giving more than they are in this relationship. He wants 100% of their time and they're not willing to give what he's giving them back. They're not willing to reciprocate. And so he is absolutely frustrated because of how this makes him feel torn between the idea of letting this person go or wanting to keep being with this person because of how dependent he is. And the beat absolutely reflects that. You know, the bass is so distorted, it sounds so harsh, it sounds upset and angry and frustrated. And I think that that was really awesome, the way that he produced this. You know, it really is artistically awesome. You know, it's really cool to listen to, man. The imagery is great and the delivery is so perfect. He is just something else. He really is. This is amazing. Next track is A Boy Is a Gun.
That's why these other niggas lame than us. Cause all these other niggas lame as fuck. Take your hoodie off. Why you hide your face from me? Make your fucking better to the first degree. My spotty senses got me on the fences. You so motherfucking dangerous. You got me by my neck. That's why I know you faking your mad. Oh, you wanna go home cool? You better call you a cab. I ain't.
Yo, the vibe to this is so crazy. Alright, so if you can hear dogs barking in the background, I apologize. You know, I've been waiting for almost like 10 minutes for them to stop barking so that I can continue recording, and they just won't stop. So hopefully they're not too loud and you can't really hear them that much in the background. But if you do, again, I'm sorry. So this track is absolutely beautiful. The metaphor is awesome, the lyricism is great, the production is great, the sampling is absolutely tremendous. You know, so here on this track we find out that this person that Tyler has been talking about is a boy, and he is like a gun in that Tyler wants him by his side at all times. He keeps him safe, but at the same time he can be extremely dangerous, not only to Tyler himself but to other people. And so, you know, towards the end of the track we really see Tyler let some of that frustration show because he's giving more than the other person is giving back, and he actually says, stay away from me, don't shoot me down, you're dangerous. And it really goes to show the brilliance that he shows when he writes songs like this. The metaphor is absolutely awesome, really, you know, when you think about it, and it's not something that I would have thought of myself. So it just shows, it's like a testament to his creativity and to how smart he is and how good at songwriting he is. It's a great track. Next song is Puppet.
Back to my house and we pack up our bikes and we rock through the park, chase the sun, like that's all I want. Bread, do you need this? Do you need to be alone? I can wrap this up and get the fuck away instead. Control me.
This is sensational, man. Kanye. I wasn't expecting a Kanye feature on this album, man. This is awesome.
You've been trying to find your way to me. Hating me, I wanna take you free. Bought a thorn, I just know, but I'ma take the breed.
This song is absolutely beautiful. The strings, the guitars, the soul to this track is just so incredible. I love the Kanye West feature. You know, just the vulnerability on this track is great. Talking to this guy, you know, this guy that he's been mentioning throughout the entire album, and saying, I'm your puppet, you know, you've got this hold on me that I really can't control myself when I'm around you, and you affect me exactly, like, to a huge degree, and it's really vulnerable, it's really emotional and passionate, and I personally really love it. Next track is What's Good.
Turn my lights on. I don't fucking quiet with the mic on. I don't get excited, you saying phony when there ain't no man around the club.
That lead is great.
Kick dog, kick car, but you think nah. Yeah, new Snoop, new same niggas like what?
This is crazy.
Dracula. Suck me first, I might get back at ya. These are shit cliche, back to that clearance. I'm on my throne. When niggas talking records, I never heard of it. I see the light.
I don't know, repeat, I reset everything I've been doing.
Keys to play us out, so sick. The energy, the aggression, the distorted bass, the fact that this song has two parts to it, you know, it's so creative. The artistic direction is insane. I just love how aggressive this is. I really do. I think that the delivery and the energy is absolutely incredible. You know, he's been going off, but on this song specifically, he gave us bars, and that was really fun to listen to. Next track is Gone Gone / Thank You. This is interesting.
Whether it's rain or shine, I know I'm fine. My love's gone. Oh my God. I just hope that she got the taste. I hope you know she can't compete with me.
The switch up is pretty dope.
Shot that mark this on me, it's my fault, we gon' leave, let's talk, see, up, and all the tricks in my sleeve, it's just a sweat and illusion, because I jumped to conclusion, but understood influence, she opened up early on, I thought I had a permit, we suddenly found peace, so peace.
Hate wasted potential. That shit.
This is beautiful. Yeah, man, I really feel like this track is interesting. It's creative. It's got, you know, the pitched vocals that are really dope. I love Tyler, the Creator's verse on this. You know, it really has a very specific structure. It starts off with the singing and the pitched vocals, goes into his verse where his voice sounds normal, and he really, he gives us a great verse. We get a switch up, we get an interlude, and we go into the second part where we get played out with a really wavy instrumental and pitched vocals singing to us, you know, singing us out. It's really beautiful. It's one of those tracks that you kind of get lost to, you know, it's crazy. You kind of zone out to, and you just get lost in everything that he's creating sonically. It's really great. Next song is I Don't Love You Anymore.
You too cool for me, and I'm trying to freeze us like the Johnsons. Nonsense, it's my 16 months, so I won't walk around with my head down like I got beat.
Oh, this is Ryan Beatty. That's dope. I love that guitar. These vocals are awesome. The distorted bass sounds crazy with the rest of the really mellow production. So it sounds like Tyler's moving on from this person who he has kind of declared his love to for this entire album. He's saying here, I don't love you anymore, and he's kind of moving on to better things. He's kind of deciding that it's better for him emotionally to leave this person in the past. I think that it's a really healthy choice based on what he told us throughout this entire album, where he gave so much of himself and got, you know, way less back from the other person. So, you know, it's a really cool track, and a lot of us can relate, you know, those of us that have been in relationships that just really weren't good for our mental health, you know, for our emotional health, just finally deciding to make that tough choice and leave the person behind in the past and start to look forward for a better future. You know, it's a tough choice to make, but I'm glad he made it. It definitely sounds really good, this song. I love the instrumentals, I love the keys, I love the guitar. The bass line contrasts with the rest of the mellow production so well. You know, the harshness to that bass line. And of course, Ryan Beatty's hook is sensational. The last track of this project is Are We Still Friends? So I guess this is like him breaking up with this person, but then asking, can we continue our relationship as friends? I'm assuming, just based off the title. That 6/8 time signature, man. So smooth. Oh, the saxophone, the bass line, the guitars, the strings. So dreamy. Yeah. The synth, it's so bright. The swing is so soulful. The sampling, everything is great.
But I got to know, are we still friends?
The vocal arrangements synchronizing with the strings, so dope. Pharrell. It's a beautiful track, man. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just absolutely sensational. The strings, the production in general is just brilliant. You know, it's a very emphatic outro to this project in the same way that the intro was emphatic and triumphant, and it definitely feels like we're getting closure. You know, it feels like nothing is missing from this project. It definitely feels complete, well-rounded, and I personally really enjoyed that as the closer for this project. So let's get into the review now. So this album sonically is not very mainstream. You know, there's not really a lot of music here for you to turn up to, for you to play at a club, for you to play in a party setting. You know, it's not really that type of music. It is definitely artistic. And it's probably one of the more artistic albums that we've gotten this year. It's in the same vein as that Solange album, you know, stuff like that. Very experimental, very artistic, and created to sound a specific way, to tell a specific story about a specific mood that Tyler, the Creator, is feeling, you know? I personally think that this was beautifully executed, production-wise, lyrically. You know, I was able to understand what he was saying and understand the story that he was telling from beginning all the way to the end. It felt like a cohesive story. It felt like all the tracks were in the perfect order. It felt like it had a beginning, a middle, and closure at the end. I personally think that this is one of the more solid projects that we've gotten all year. If I had to give this a grade, I would give it at least, at the very lowest, an 8.5 to a 9, really, because any lower than that is just unfair. This album is really great. Again, it's not mainstream. It's not something that you're going to be bumping in your car if you're just looking to have a good time. This is definitely an experience. This is something that you come to feel embraced, to hear the story, to try and dissect what he's saying, to try and understand and relate to what he's telling us. It's definitely something that'll put you in a certain mood. It's going to make you think. It's going to make you feel. You know, it's definitely a different type of album. It's worth buying. It's worth listening to. It's definitely worth experiencing. And if you're watching this, I'm assuming you already have. But on the odd chance that you have not heard this yet, do yourself a favor and just listen to this. Put on your headphones, sit down or lay down on your bed or whatever, and just go all the way through it without pausing it, without, you know, thinking too deep into it. Just experience it the first time. And it really is a tremendous project, man. I had a blast listening to this. Tyler, the Creator, you know, job well done. Failing to disappoint at this point in his career, you know. Just quality after quality after quality project. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel and supporting this channel on Patreon if you would like to support the growth of the channel. Then that'd be really dope. I'd appreciate that. So I'll see you all in another video very soon. Till then, stay safe, guys. Peace.